What's up, you guys? It's your girl Shemaine here. Welcome back to my channel here at Cake Up and Curls. So this video is going to be dedicated to my trying to conceive journey. It's been about 4 months since I've been able to record an update and just, get back out there and just share where we are with our journey. Now it has been 4 months, but that's because we took a much needed life break. We had a lot going on. We were moving and our anniversary trip was coming up, so we traveled to Jamaica and that was amazing. But we just needed a break from trying to conceive because the last video I posted, I was just going on this crazy emotional roller coaster ride. Like, if you guys don't know, I will have the video linked somewhere in this video, and I won't go too much into depth as to what happened regarding my procedure, but I did have a hysteroscopy procedure done in May to remove some uterine polyps that I did have. So I did that, and reality was it just took my body a while to adjust. Like, I thought that it was going to be nothing for my body to really get back to its normal self, I guess, but it took a little while to get back there, and that was okay. When I came to terms with my body might just need a little bit more time, I just took a second, I stepped back, and we kind of just enjoyed life. So surgery was in May, and we finally decided to get back into the swing of things in September. So we just did a round of Clomid, 100 milligrams of Clomid with timed intercourse. We didn't do IUI or anything at that time. And unfortunately, that round was unsuccessful. So going into the next phase, we just decided, let's go ahead and do IUI. But with that, I just went ahead and decided to go ahead and schedule an appointment with a reproductive endocrinologist. So it's typically my doctor, my OB, wants us to do 3 rounds of IUI in the office, and then she'll refer us to an RE. But I figured at this point, we've done about 5 rounds of Clomid already. No IUI, but timed intercourse, and I just really wasn't having any success. So I went ahead and went to a reproductive doctor, and we had a consultation. I didn't really record much of that consult, but pretty much we just kind of discussed some of my background, like what I've tried so far, or what we've tried so far, what's worked, what's not worked. So the first thing she did was she took me off metformin. Because I do have PCOS, my OB put me on metformin, which I was just having a tough time struggling with the side effects of metformin. Like, it really attacked my GI tract. And I know a lot of women out there that have taken metformin have shared their thoughts on metformin, and it's just not for me. On this little powder here, I do have like a bigger tin, but she switched me over to this type of like powder medication. It has myo-inositol in it, and then another type of supplement in it as well. And so she said that this would be good for like ovarian function and just kind of like overall balancing your hormones, and it's a lot less like intense on your GI tract. And so I have been doing these, and I've had absolutely no problems with it. So that was the first thing that she did. Now, as far as a plan, the plan is that we are going to be doing IUI. So I have to catch you guys all the way up from that appointment to where we are now. So we had talked about doing IUI. So instead of doing Clomid, because I have already done about 5 rounds of failed Clomid, I have actually started Femara. So I'm gonna do a separate video just to share about some symptoms that I had with Femara, and what I thought about the medication. But when I did start my November cycle, I did actually start Femara, and she actually started me on 7.5 milligrams of Femara cycle days 3 through 7. So I did take that. My side effects, I definitely did have some side effects. Like I said, I'll do a separate video dedicated to side effects. And so I got through that, and I had a baseline ultrasound.
We're going to see you in about a week, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Seems like there's one starting to grow here on the left, very tiny too. So I would say on Monday or Tuesday, Sally's going to look at the calendar and put you on for that, okay?
Okay.
But it's looking good.
Okay, in my baseline ultrasound, I had that actually on, I want to say like cycle day 6. I could have come earlier, but it just was a little conflicting with my schedule. So on cycle day 6, I went in for my first ever baseline ultrasound. And in the ultrasound, the doctor just said it may have been a little too early to kind of see how the letrozole or the Femara worked with me, but she did see that I had some follicles on the right ovary and a nice sized follicle on the left ovary. So I had a 8 millimeter follicle growing on the left side. So she told me to come back that following week for another ultrasound. So that ultrasound was actually done today. Now what I will be doing is inserting some clips on me taking OPKs leading up to today. So I want to say today is cycle day 13, and I did start to do OPKs on cycle day 9. On my OPKs and how they were leading up to yesterday when I got a blinking smiley face, and that just indicates that you do have a high surge of LH in your body, but you're not quite at its peak. So I got my first blinking smiley face yesterday. Now this is not my first ever because I have gotten LH surges on OPKs before, but for this particular round of Femara, this was my first blinking smiley face. So I'm going to insert a clip really quick of that so you can see that. Monday. So today was my second ultrasound. I'm going to insert a quick little clip from work because I was just like, my mind was all over the place. So I have a little clip from work that I just want to insert in here, just kind of explaining what's going on, and I will be right back. Today is December the 3rd. It is a Monday, and I have my second ultrasound. I'll be sure to provide you guys just a little information on how my first ultrasound went, my baseline ultrasound. But in the ultrasound, I had a nice sized follicle that was growing on the left ovary, which is amazing. So I am going to hopefully go in and see if that follicle has gotten any bigger so that I can officially get my trigger shot. So I'm so excited about that. So definitely stay tuned for that. I'm going to try to record as much as I can in my doctor's appointment today. But we are just this much closer to our official first IUI. See, just anticipating the visit today, I was so nervous. So unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to really record my doctor doing any of like the ultrasound work. She had a student like doctor in with her, and so I just really wanted to focus on like what was going on. So she looked at my right ovary, and on my right ovary I have a 16 millimeter follicle and 11 millimeter follicle. But on the left side, and that was the side that we were kind of most banking on, I had a 20 millimeter follicle. I was so excited. So with that being said, tomorrow I will be administering my trigger shot. I know, like, so I take a 4-month break off and then I come back like, hey guys, we're doing IUI. Like, yeah, so we've had some time off and we are in it, guys. Like, we are in the thick of this cycle, and I am just very confident. After my trigger shot, you guys, we will be heading for IUI on Thursday. Now on the 13th of December, I will be going in for some blood work for some progesterone levels. So they do want me to follow up to have some progesterone blood work done. And then the earliest I can test, you guys, is the